Alright everyone, I'm being a total piece of garbage. I have not had a McDonald's in I think I've gone through one for my kids a couple months ago. I have not had a McDonald's breakfast in a very long time. And I was watching Big Daddy this weekend. They make the big deal about the McDonald's breakfast starting at 10:30, and my mouth started watering. I love a sausage McMuffin with a sweet tea. So here I go into the land of the dark arts. Wish me luck. What is this? They have a premium, some kind of dessert. Can you guys see this? This birthday cake kind of dessert thing that's going on back here. Can you see it? Who's eating that? Hey, who's ordering that? Especially in the morning. Who's ordering that? It's gonna be good though. Alright, got that devil's bad boy. Of course, had to get one of these. I gotta drive to Nashville in the fucking rain. So I'm gonna put the camera down, try to eat my breakfast safely. I'll see you guys when we get to the gym. Alright, after a quick what's up from Patty and Steve, two of my favorites at the gym. I see them every time I climb. I'm hitting a little warm-up 5'8", yo. I didn't touch anything lower than a 5'8". Today, it was all about just kind of warming up, getting comfortable on there again, doing this yellow 5'8". This is one of my favorite parts. It's a pair of clasped hands. You'll see it better when I move. I'm standing on it now. It's literally a pair of two hands clasped. That's the hold. So it's kind of weird up towards the top of the hands where I'm standing right now. There's a pretty good hold up there. But depending on how they have the route set up, this one's a little easier. It's not always easy to move through that. I think every time I've ever gotten on this route, I always use it for my warm-up. There's always a moment where I go, oh my gosh, am I actually about to not make this on my warm-up route? But we got it. On to the next one. All right, another 5'8", baby. So this is one of my favorite walls to warm up on. It's taller. It's one of the taller walls in the gym, so you kind of get that height anxiety out of the way. But plenty of hold options. We're good again. I don't know what gyms you guys go to, but mine, if it's a 5'8", you're going to have plenty of hold options. My focus on this one, it's the route wall that my project, my 5'10 minus, is on, the purple. Right now I'm using the greens, but I'm also using this as an example as an excuse to be up there, be around the holds that I'm going to be trying later. See, is there something I can use that I didn't maybe? I already knew from watching episode 9 that there was a foothold that I had missed. That's what took me so long to get up initially, just past the first move. On this one, I'm trying to just be smart, stretch out my knees. There's a lot of high knee requirements on this 5'8" warm-up route. Right here, I try really hard not to put myself in a position to look like a frog where my legs are all bent out because it's just not a good, stable position. This here, I was chilling. That was actually a lot of fun to stand there for a second, just shake my arms out. That's kind of what I'm talking about. I don't really want to do that. It's not good. It's hard to get out of, to be very honest. And it's just a part of being a taller climber. There are benefits to being a taller climber, and that's one of the downsides. Sometimes you froggy leg out, but we got this one. On to the next one, baby. Let's do it. All right, the next route we're going to get into today is actually it's a yellow 5'9", which kind of threw me off. You don't often see a yellow 5'9". I don't know why. I think they're 5'7s when I see them. But this one I was scared of. When I first got to it, I was looking, and something about going between 5'8 and 5'10", it kind of weirds me out. These holds were honestly pretty easy. You'll see these two that I'm coming up to right now. I was expecting a little more surprise out of those, where I was going to stick my fingers in and they weren't really going to be able to help me much, but they were great. All the holds on this, I had rested for 2 weeks. I hurt my back. So all of this actually happened pretty smooth. I like the options. I like the route. And I think at this point in my climbing career, as long as I'm keeping good body position and I'm not getting myself literally in just bad positions where I'm stuck or I'm all bent legged looking like a frog at the top of a wall, those are the times when we make mistakes and you have to bail on easy routes because you get fatigued, your arms pump out, whatever the issue is. I didn't want that to happen on this, and I was glad to hit the top. There we go. Let's go. All right, next up, I am going for the project, the 510 minus. And in episode 9, if you saw, I got kind of stalled out right here, just making the first move. I couldn't figure out, how to get from the very first move on the wall up to actually climbing. There's a pretty good gap, and you see me looking at it here. And if you saw in episode 9, I just kind of, it wasn't a dyno, but I just jumped up and grabbed it. I wasn't in a stable position at all. Right here, I'm trying to get myself stable because I saw in last episode's video that there was a small little foothold there. If I use it, which is what I'm about to do, I will push myself right up past where I'm going. Now we're on to the levels. I got nervous around the volumes. I always call them levels. I don't know why. When I get up to the volumes, I get nervous, man, because volumes will bite you. If you don't put your foot going directionally up the volume, the chances of you slipping at any second are pretty good. So I saw that I had 2 volumes. I moved through the first one pretty easy, but not only do you have to use the volumes for your feet, but they have pretty significant handholds on them. Right here, I'm starting to get to a heart racing place. I'm higher than I had gotten the try prior, so I've reached a new high point. But I'm also just way more comfortable on the wall, I feel like, this time than I was last time I tried this route. I was coming off kind of a week or 2 layoff. I was just feeling shaky, and this time I just wanted to climb and have a fun day out there. And I really think that I succeeded in that. I moved good. My knees felt good. That's kind of always my worry. I felt like my technique was good. All right, quick little cruise up to 5'8". Say hey to Patty. Patty and Steve are 2 cool people I've met, and their son Ryan at the gym. Ryan's helped me on some beta. Patty and Steve are always down to belay, so it's always great to see them. They're the ones that said hey in the beginning. Doing this 5'8", just cruising, man. It's a fun 5'8". Like I said, on a 5'8", in this gym that I climb at, Nashville Climb West, on a 5'8", you have plenty of handhold options. You have plenty of foothold options. It's just your decision-making is the only thing that can get you in trouble up there. If you get yourself all twisted around, again, it's all about switching your feet. If you need to match feet, which is just where you put your 2 feet on the same hold, do that. Try things out. Just because you see climbers succeed in a route one way doesn't mean that's the only way it can be done. My camera went out of angle here, so I'm going to go ahead and speed through this part so you guys don't have to just watch my legs.